Hi, Jess. Thank you so much for sitting down virtually for a dialogue as we celebrate Black History Month. As we take time this month to honor Black heritage and Black history, we're also taking the time to look ahead to the future. So I want to jump right in and first off ask you, as somebody who has dedicated your career to DEI work, what are the ways that we can honor Black history that will have impact in the future?
Sure. I think for me, honoring Black history means understanding it. It means learning from it so you can take action, and it means celebrating it. So when we think about understanding it and learning from it, that really means that ultimately history repeats itself, which means it's really important to honor and learn from the past so that we can change the future. There's a lot of things that we aren't taught about in schools. There's a lot of things that we might not know about from Black history, but especially the work that we're doing in the life sciences industry. Understanding Black history can help us to build better products, deliver better benefit. It can help us as people to understand those that are around us, understand the colleagues that we work with. And then it's really important to celebrate Black history as well. I think oftentimes when we're thinking through a month or celebrating a month, we focus on the trauma or the hard times. And it's really important to focus on the joy, focus on the resilience, focus on the really beautiful things that have come out of Black history. And I think one of the ways that you can do that now, honor the past, and really help support the future is support small businesses, especially during this trying time with the pandemic. And then the last thing that I'll say is, for me personally, when I think of Black history, I think of my grandparents who left the South during the Great Migration to really build a new life for their children. And ultimately, I wouldn't be where I am today without my family, without my ancestors, literally standing on the shoulders of people and their hard work, their burdens and their experiences and their joy. And so it's important for me to recognize the history that I come from, really bring that history into my current thinking about ways that I can get involved in local activism, local nonprofits, volunteering, and understanding the things that are impacting my local area. And so I think the ways that we can really honor that history is understanding it, learning from it, celebrating it, and really taking action to change things that are happening currently.
That's all such great perspective. And I hope you don't mind me sharing that last month you spoke and kind of shared with me how meaningful some of Dr. Martin Luther King's words from his famous speech, remaining awake during a great revolution, were to you. I'd love to know kind of who were other Black leaders that are inspiring you.
It's so funny with this question. I think my list can oftentimes be too long because there's so many. But when I think particularly about that speech from Dr. King, the piece about it is that you can't do this work alone. You really have to do this work in community. And so a lot of the people that I'm inspired by are ones who are challenging my thinking and really centering learning, awareness, and action, but also centering all of that in community. So someone particularly now that I really appreciate and am super inspired by is Nikole Hannah-Jones, the Pulitzer Prize winning investigative journalist, and she's the creator of the 1619 Project. The way that she is really centering journalism and learning and understanding, but also celebrating and honoring the past and recognizing how it has shaped the people that we are today has just inspired me, because she can't do any of that alone, and she's not doing any of that alone. And the way that she's built the community around her is really beautiful. Other people that I think have truly celebrated, that I've truly celebrated and have truly inspired me, are Audre Lorde. Her work as a Black lesbian, womanist, and civil rights activist has inspired me to take action in my own communities. Miriam Kaba, I recently read one of her books, We Do This Till We Free Us, which is all about abolitionism. And it's an area of activism that I didn't know much about, and it has really changed my perspective on what we mean about community experience, transformative justice, and how we're building these beautiful spaces where everyone can thrive. And then I think the last group of people that have really inspired me are artists who are celebrating, acknowledging, and representing Black people so vividly. So people like Issa Rae in her creation of Insecure, a TV show that is just beautiful and wonderful to see Black people represented on the TV screen in a way that they haven't before. Regina King, Ryan Coogler, Beyonce, who's my girl and my friend in my in my dreams. But they're really just celebrating Black people in a way that they haven't been celebrated before. And so I hope that I am able to celebrate and inspire people the way that these folks have inspired me.
So as we look ahead to the future of equity and inclusion, what are you most excited about that's happening both here at Waters and in our communities right now?
Yeah, I think there's a few things that I'm excited about. The first is really just continuing to get to know Waters, the company, the amazing people that work here. There's some beautiful foundational DEI work that's already been in place, whether it's through our employee resource groups or through the conversations that folks have been having as we're celebrating a variety of different months and cultures throughout the year. And so being able to work with and meet and connect with these people who are so passionate and invested in DEI work already is really exciting to me because it's me continuing to build that community that's going to help me remain awake through this great revolution that we're in right now. Another piece that I'm really excited about is working with the leadership team to build the long-term DEI strategy. As I said, we do have this beautiful foundation already in place, but there's so much more opportunity ahead of us. There's so many things that we can do more of. And so being able to push the envelope and build a strategy that everybody feels invested in and motivated by is really exciting to me. And then the last thing is there's this really great alignment with our philanthropy programs, particularly our STEM initiatives to help build a diverse pipeline for talent. And so having the opportunity to dive into the community, make connections with local nonprofits, especially coming from nonprofits and pretty much my entire career prior to this, making those connections and offering opportunities for young people to see our instruments and work with them and meet people at Waters and make these connections in the hopes that we can build this pipeline for the future and continue building the culture that we really want to see here.
Well, thank you so much, Jess. I am so inspired and so excited for the future. So thank you, and we appreciate your voice and your leadership, and I really look forward to hearing more from you throughout the rest of the year.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Taylor.